What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today, sorry for no video yesterday. I had a family emergency in the morning, sorry for the video coming out late today because I'm very tired from yesterday's family emergency. But kind of breaking news, not really. I'm gonna say it's not set, it's not official, but I'm just gonna say set in this video. Volk vs. Yair is set for UFC 320 in Mexico, September 13th in Mexico. Yeah, UFC Nache. Evlev put out a tweet, oh, I'm fighting in July, you're fighting in September. Hopefully you can meet at December. Love that fight, but I'm not racist. The reason they skipped Evlev is obvious. He's boring. They don't want another Marab versus Sean O'Malley stinkfest. And it is not Mexican. He's not Mexican. He's not going to get over with the Mexican crowd, right? Even though Evlev isn't boring, right? He's more, I don't know about that. He's really like a better, I don't know. He's a really good striker. He's a really good wrestler. He's good everywhere. He has the opportunity to beat Volk. But no, we're going to see Volk TKO Yair in the second round again. After Yair beat Josh Emmett. He's 2-2 in his last four first. He lost to Brian Ortega one fight ago, then lost to Volkanovski International Fight Week 1.5 years ago. Right? Faced Josh Emmett, which I guess at the time he was good. Old man, washed up Patricio Pitbull, coming from Bellator, never fought in the UFC a day in his life. Right? And Yair's just going to get the title shot because, Dana's not the boss man anymore. The fighters are the boss man. They want a title shot. They're going to give it to him. John Jones doesn't want to face Tom Aspinall. Okay, you don't need to face Tom Aspinall. We can just gaslight the fans for another 2 years waiting for Jones versus Tom Aspinall. Oh, you want the title shot? Not fair enough. Ian Gary, you deserve the title shot after beating number 13 ring Carlos Prates. There you go. You can get the title shot after Islam beats JDM or JDM beats Islam, right? Dana is a cuck. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore. Evlev deserves it. Evlev really deserves it, man. I mean, Aljamain Sterling, which was one of the best grappling matchups of the year. If you like straight grappling, watch that fight. It's pretty entertaining, in my opinion. Right? Close fight, controversial kind of decision. Right? His fight against Arnold Allen, entertaining. Diego Lopez, entertaining. Even the fight against Dan Ige, don't remember it much. I'm pretty sure this was the co-main event of like a Apex. I don't know. I didn't even watch that, but it was probably more entertaining than people think it was. Right? Evlev's not a boring fighter. They look at him. They see he's a Russian, and they automatically assume that this guy is from the Caucasus regions, and this guy just is boring as hell. He's not boring. Okay, that's what they do with Islam and Islam and Bilal and Magomed Ankalaev. They all think they're boring just because they're from Russia. All right, Khabib kind of started that narrative. Like, smash him with wrestling. Let's that kid. Let's that. You know what I'm saying? They skipped him because he's boring and because he's not Mexican. Okay, that's the facts of the matter. I'm not racist. I'm just saying. They skipped him because he's not Mexican. Right? They need the Mexican fans to get over with a Mexican fighter. And they don't really need that. They can do Volk versus Evlev. Maybe I'll do a matchmaking UFC 320 video later, but dude, this was the easiest division to matchmake. It set it up for you. It sets it up for you. Where is it? Who's this bitch? Volk versus Evlev. Lopez versus Yair. Arnold Allen versus Josh Emmett. Aljamain Sterling versus Brian Ortega. I don't know if Brian Ortega is moving up yet, but I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me reset that. Volk versus Evlev. Lopez versus Yair. Gene Silva versus Josh Emmett. Arnold Allen versus Lerone Murphy. Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling. Yusuf Salal versus David Onama. Giga Chikadze versus Dan Ige. Calvin Kattar versus Steve Garcia. Is that easy? It's that easy. It's that easy, but no. What they want to do, Volk versus Yair. Evlev versus Aaron Pico. Diego Lopez versus Arnold Allen. Brian Ortega versus Josh Emmett. Lerone Murphy versus Gene Silva. Aljamain Sterling versus Giga Chikadze. Bryce Mitchell versus Yusuf Salal. David Onama versus Sean Woodson. Danny Gay versus Calvin Kattar. That's what they want to do. They want to make the most nonsense matchups ever. Right? They're making the most nonsense matchups of all time. Just make the fight. It's not even official. I keep saying set. It's not official. Hopefully this is just a rumor going around. But honestly, Dana, I don't. Oh, Jesus Christ! Dana is really like Dana's gonna make this fight. Let's be honest. He loves pushing that Mexican narrative, just like when they're in Abu Dhabi, they're making Islam or Magomedov Goliath the main event, right? Because they're just like that. They're just like always pushing these narratives. Like Evloev now fighting in July. He's going to be the co-main event to Whitaker versus RDR. And I wonder who's going to fight. He's going to fight either Aaron Pico or Diego Lopez too. Right? And I don't want to see him fight Diego Lopez too. Because, that doesn't make sense. Like, where does the winner go after that? Lopez gets another title shot. Evloev gets skipped again for fighting the guy he already faced. Right? It doesn't make sense. That's a risky fight. Right? Evloev has a chance of beating Volk. I'm tired of people saying, oh, Volk first round TKO me up the middle. Evloev could literally smudge him, outstrike him. Like, especially if Volk is wasting his prime fighting Yair Rodriguez, and Evloev gets all the time to train, destroy Aaron Pico, and has July to December to train for Alexander the Great Volkanovski, while Volkanovski has maybe 4 months to train for Evloev after fighting Yair Rodriguez, which might be a tough fight because, he has those kicks, man. He can really rock them, man. He got rocked by Diego Lopez. He will guarantee probably get rocked by every single opponent he faces from now on, right? Evloev has a chance, especially now that it's basically official that Volk versus Yair Rodriguez is happening. So, yeah, that's my little kind of rant, little thing, Saturday, which O will go first? These are the 6 undefeated fighters. Sunday, Saturday night main event recap. Monday, Dana and Jones are lying. Tuesday, WWE's officially dead. Because I already know Saturday night main event's going to be bad. Wednesday is international fight. It'll be disappointing. But we might get a fight announcement on Tuesday, so maybe we'll push this back to Thursday or something like that. But if we don't, we'll push this back to Wednesday. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.